It was a big win for the Teddy Bears today in Glasgow. Unlike the other half of the Old Firm, they actually picked up 3 points. It was their second victory in the league for the season. It moved them into the top 6. It moved them only 5 points behind Celtic, and maybe more importantly, Shermiti proved that he actually can score a goal. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. Now, he may have had a massive assist from not only the right back that played it to him, but the fact that the goalkeeper just basically punched it into his own net. But nonetheless, sometimes an £8 million player potentially rising to 10, sometimes they need a little bit of help. And this could be the first goal of many, or it could just be his first and only goal. Time will tell, but it didn't really matter who scored the goals for Rangers today. It was all about getting the win. They got the win, 3-1 victory. Danny Rohl needed it. Danny Rohl got it. And are we now going to see Rangers go on a roll? And our head's going to roll at the other side of the city, because it's been a horrible day for them. But overall, it's been a beautiful Sunday.
It has been by this season's standards. I mean, you'd be lying to say this isn't a beautiful Sunday for Rangers, because gaps have been closed. A win has finally been had. It is the first victory that Rangers have picked up at Ibrox in the league since May, and the fact we're at the end of October, that is actually startling. That's scary. That's petrifying. But yeah, Shermiti, I don't think this is going to result in this guy banging in goals, but fact of the matter is this: he needed it. Didn't really matter how much or how he got it, and it kind of just rubs salt in the wound today. So I'm all for it. Yusuf Shermiti, what a man, never in doubt.
Yeah, Rangers needed it. Failure to win the day. A draw would have seen them remain in 8th place, so that would have been no good. Yeah. Can't be having that. They needed a win. They got a win.
Yeah, with less defeats than Celtic this season.
Well, I mean, yeah, there you go. That is something. That is something.
We're coming. Yeah,
Brendan Rodgers is more league defeats than Russell Martin. Yeah, Russell Martin's the one that lost his job. How's that right?
It's not right, guys. It just ain't. But look at it, man. 5 points is the gap, and we're coming. You know what I mean?
Coming for second. The Rangers are coming for second place. Anyway, let's get into the game. Let's talk about it.
So 4-4-2 for Rangers. Danilo, the forgotten man, starting up front with Miovski. And
was that a positive lineup? Rangers going with 2 up front from the get-go?
I think so, man. Absolutely. I mean, when you look at it now, BBC Sports trying to claim it was a
3-5-2. I think it was quite clearly a 4-4-2.
Yes. Well, yeah. Either or, regardless if you want to go with a 3-5-2 or a 4-4-2.
It was 2 up top, that's what mattered. And Shermiti wasn't one of them, so that was the positive thing.
Yes, that was the plus point here. And I thought Danilo actually had a good game. I thought Miovski, they connect it well enough, but problem is for Rangers, they're so fucking bad defensively, it's laughable. We
did see that for the equaliser.
Yes, and we've seen it for a few other instances with just set pieces, man. All the time getting ripped apart, crosses into the box, don't know how to deal with it. Kelty has a shot save. Rangers do get the first goal. It is through a set piece. We believe that. Can you believe that? I can't believe it, because it tends to be we concede these, not score them. But Derek Cornelius gets his first Rangers goal. Fantastic. I do rate Cornelius, and I think there's a few players we've signed that should be doing better than what they've been showing, and I think this guy is definitely one of them.
It can only get better. It can only get better.
Yes, you don't have as many caps as this guy in play for the clubs this guy's played for, without having something about you.
I think the same can be said about most of these players. I think you look at Asgard. I think you look at Ant-Man, top goal scorer in the Eredivisie. Asgard playing for Norway. These can't be bad players. Now, yes, there's nothing to prove that Shermiti's going to be any good, but I think there's enough evidence in history to suggest that Asgard is actually a decent player. Ant-Man can be a decent player. Cornelius can be a decent player. I just think maybe they've been the victims of just an overall horrible start to the season for Rangers. But I do believe that if Rangers can improve and they can turn their season around, those 3 guys can come onto a bit of form and actually show that they're good signings.
No, I agree. They're not. They can't be great for the international team and then shite when they return. There has to be some middle ground.
Yeah, it's normally you're either good for both club and country, or you're both shite for club and country.
Yeah, it's very or underwhelming at at the maximum. It feels like different players. But here, say what you want about Danny Rohl, I thought he adapted to this game. There was periods where we were under the cosh, and then he changed it, and it looked better. And that's what I like, a manager that can tweak it on the fly, change things up. Martin had the one way, and his way certainly didn't work. Anyway,
My way or the highway.
I thought Suter was pretty poor.
He ended up taking the highway.
Aye, this isn't
Them
wrong.
8 back into England.
Aye, your wee motorway knowledge, man. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, see if you were in one of Brendan Rodgers' Range Sport Rovers, how quickly would them 8 get you back down to England or Leicester?
A Range Sport Rover.
Aye, well, whatever it was he was trying
A
to
Range
do.
Rover Sport, man. Fucking hell. Was it is it a Civic Honda?
I don't know.
I'm not even going to attempt to say Ferrari backwards, but Arrive. Anyway,
What car were Rangers today, out of curiosity? Peugeot 206?
we
306 even?
got the job done. A Ford pickup, a Toyota pickup, man. They were like indestructible.
Yellow bus.
That could have been that. Anyway, speaking of yellow, Suter picked up a yellow, and I mean the guy's a bit mince, isn't he? I think we should play to his strengths, not ask him to do stuff he simply can't do. Wouldn't that make sense? But yeah, we then concede 1 each for the corner. Brutal.
Yeah, Butland comes out, tries to punch it, doesn't get anything on it, and it just falls at the feet of Kelty, I believe, or Kelty.
No, it was Stranger.
Oh, so it was Stranger. I think Kelty should have scored though.
Yeah,
He had a chance
earlier
earlier on. Stranger gets the equaliser. I mean, could not have asked for an easier goal. I mean, a literal tap-in. It's not often you get a corner that just lands at your feet in the 6-yard box, but here, Stranger must have been his birthday.
Like, this is bad, but it's funny. Like, I mean, it probably doesn't even rank in like the top 10 goals we've conceded this season, which sums up where we're at. But Miovski makes it 2-1. Deflection, but he's clearly offside. Don't really understand why it takes so long. I mean, you're off. There's just reel it off and we'll move on.
Do you think that maybe there should be a change? That for you to be offside, it has to be like a purposely ball, a ball on purpose played forward? Because technically, I get it in the rule book, this is offside, but see when circumstances like this, I mean, this is not, to me, this is more an error for Kilmarnock.
It is, but we're not talking he's. But then you could just get anybody run in front of the ball, and their teammates could just stand on the line. You know what I mean?
No, I get what you're saying, like, but I mean, it's just bounced off me. Doesn't know anything about it.
Rules are rules. They don't follow enough of them. Let's not
make up new ones.
Anyway, Mince offside. We come back from the break. Rangers made a wee couple of substitutions there at half time. Mikey Moore came on. Well, I'll say a couple. They made one. They made a few later on in the game. We saw the likes of Aarons and Barron come on, but Rangers, they made it 2-1. Danilo with a header, good header off the post and in. And you've questioned, where is Danilo?
Yeah, I don't rate him, but he's certainly better than Shamiti.
I've heard a lot of people on Scoreboard, Danilo, everyone speaks about Shamiti, but no one speaks about the $6.5 million Danilo.
Danilo scored a few goals.
Yo,
I mean,
See Danilo, he's not good, right? And he is. Rangers need 100% better. There's no one is going to fucking sit here and deny that. But if you can't look at Danilo and look at Yusuf Shamiti and say that he's better than him, then I don't know what you're watching. Danilo has done some good stuff in a Rangers shirt in a few games. Not a lot of stuff, but there's something there. And he also had like the pedigree in the Eredivisie. This Yusuf Shamiti guy's got nothing. But saying that, he makes it 3-1, does Yusuf Shamiti. Because, like you pointed out earlier, Kelly guy plays it across the pitch, straight to Shamiti, takes a touch, hits it. And maybe this is the kind of striker Yusuf Shamiti is. Maybe when he doesn't need to think about it, he's good. I don't know, but the goalie should save it. Falls into the back of the net. I can joke, I can banter, yada yada yada. He gets his first goal. I don't think this is him going to take the magic U-turn here, but it's a start. And if this guy wants to start justifying his price tag, he needs to start scoring. I'm glad he did, but I'm not going to sit here and pretend it was a moment of magic. It was two absolute disasters for Kelly that have got us a goal here. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yep.
Because look at the state of it. Guy, I mean, the pass for the Kelly guy probably couldn't be produced by one of our own players at this moment.
No, he picked him out well, to be fair.
And in the goalkeeping mistake, it's something Onana would be proud of.
Yeah, it was.
So
And actually, before this though, Kelly had a good chance to equalise.
Bruce Anderson.
Yeah, that cross into the back post. Tavernier and Suter nowhere near at the the right side of the back there, but Bruce Anderson was on his own, and it was I believe it was a decent save by Buckland. He just about got he got down and low and forced it in the post. So could have been 2-2. Poor defender again for Tavernier, but thankfully for Rangers, they did get a bit of breathing space.
As your breathing space closes,
the 3-1.
Raskin made it 4, but it was ruled offside. Not much in it. To be honest, I didn't even see the fucking replay, but considering the fact they didn't put the flag up straight away, I'm going to assume there wasn't much in it. He then had a shot afterwards. Rangers win, folks. Wasn't exactly the greatest game, but it didn't need to be. Just needed to be 3 points, and like I said in my review, it's easily the best performance so far this season in the league, and that's the problem. That's how low the bar's been, but he had to win. He did. So you know what, Danny? Fair play.
How would you rate Danny Rohl's spell so far in charge of Rangers? 2 games in, no one's really holding him accountable.
50%. Well, see, this is my problem though. It's like people are, he changed the game.
Has he got a higher win percentage than Brendan Rodgers this season?
I don't know, but
I think he would.
People are saying, he changed this game, and you've seen him throughout it. Yeah, I did. I praised him, right? He absolutely changed the game, and he made subs that helped us, and he sorted tactics out, and you could see when things were going against us, he tweaked it. But at the same time, where was that against Brand then?
Yeah, he didn't change anything or tweak anything against Brand.
I can't lambast the guy with praise in this game, but then forget about Bran and pretend that was all in the playoffs.
I think it's just going to be taken one game at a time. I don't think. You can't jump in and really blame him. Although I think he needs to take some accountability for the Bran game, but I don't think you can go too heavy on him for the 3-0 defeat against Bran. And at the same time, I don't think you can give him too much praise for the 3-1 win today. I think you'll need a few games here. I think we'll be able to judge Danny Rohl better by the end of next week, when they travel to Easter Road to take on Hibs, and then when they get this massive cup semi-final against Celtic. I think we will know by Sunday night next week just how good Danny Rohl is or how not good he is.
Yes, we can't. I mean, yes, you're right, and absolute. But three games is 3 games at the end of the day. We'll know more in 30 games with Danny Rohl, and then we can base him. Continue to base him. But for right here, he had to win. He did. He passed it.
Yeah, because had results not went his way, he probably wouldn't be here to be getting judged in 30 games. So he needed to get a win today, and he's got it. But the next 2 games are going to be tough. Easter Road, Hampden. I don't know. Do you fancy it? Are you up for it?
I mean, we keep hearing about, Brendan Rodgers has seen off this guy. Maybe Danny Rohl see off Brendan Rodgers.
And maybe Derek McInnes will see it. Derek McInnes will see off a Celtic manager without even going to Rangers. That's how good he is.
I know. Oh.
The Grim Reaper. He's coming for you, Brendan.
He's coming.
Tuck your tail and leave.
Bye-bye.
Anyway, big win for Rangers. They needed it. Wasn't the greatest performance, but it's a 3-1 win. It's the best thing that Rangers have had to celebrate all year. Only a second win in the league. First win by more than a single goal. Last win came out that late winner against Livy, so at least this one was a bit more comfortable for Rangers. So positives to take, but I mean, it's been so bad for them that just any sort of victory was going to be a positive today.
No, absolutely. It's a 3-1 win. We'll take it. And it compounded Celtic's misery, which is always going to make a few of us a wee bit more happier. So
better Rangers teams have dropped points against Kelly. So I think Danny Rohl will just be happy to get the 3 points.
Absolutely, and also closes the gap to the top 2.
It does. The gap now from Rangers to Hearts, I believe, sitting at 13 points.
All right.
And the gap to Rangers and Celtic sitting at 5. So if you do the math, that must mean that Hearts are 8 in front of Celtic.
What Rangers have got to do is forget about. Honestly, like, it's all good joking, but Rangers just need to forget about everyone in front of them, everyone behind them. Just try and win each game. Do what you can.
Take it one game at a time.
If I sit here and look at
3 points at a time.
If I sit here and look at the gap to Hearts and the gap to Celtic, yes. So there's no point. Just win every game. Try and win it. Danny, do what you can do, son.
Up next, Hibs at Easter Road. Celtic have to welcome Falkirk to Celtic Park, and Hearts go to St Mirren Paisley. We haven't really got good memories at St Mirren, so
no.
We'll see what happens there.
Well, time to avenge Love Street once and for all.
Here's hoping. Anyway, guys, Danny Rohl gets a win. First win as Rangers manager. Will it be the first of many? We'll have to wait and see. But that's it. Till next time. Peace.